Hello, this is wmpyr. For today's lesson, we're going to be working on the top side figure eight, and let me explain what that is because that's not normal terminology. Okay, normally this motion right here, this pattern is called the X pattern right here. Okay, and then this one is called the figure eight. All right, to me they're both X patterns and they're both figure eights, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to use that kind of terminology. So for me personally, I like to call this top side figure eight because I'm striking from the top, striking from the top. So I call this a top side figure eight, and this one I call it a bottom side figure eight because striking from the bottom, striking from the bottom right there. Okay, so it's just terminology, not a big deal, but just my own personal preference. So today's video, we're going to be concentrating on top side figure eight, this one right here. Okay, so I want you guys to get a ton of reps doing this one right here, just striking from the top and creating that X, and try to control what the X looks like, the X that you're making right here, bam and bam. Okay, so you can make it to where it's very, very horizontal, or you can make it to where it's very, very vertical, all right, and everything in between. So you should practice that, doing both types of X's, or figure eights, should I say. And it's very important to go back to the basics and practice this. I think something that a lot of people misunderstand with my videos is that once you understand the technique, it's not that you stop practicing it. You still have to go back to the basics. Like, I still practice this figure eight motion over and over. I still do it to this day. I put in a lot of reps and come back to it frequently. The best way to see it is that it's kind of like developing cardio. It's like running. You have to always go back to it. It's not something that you could just like, okay, now I get it, I don't have to do it. No, you have to keep working on it. Okay, so please add it to your daily exercise routine. It's a good one. So, okay, so from this top side figure eight, right here, what we're going to be doing is I want to add the fan motion. Okay, so let me show you guys how to do the fan motion, which is going to be like this, 1 and 2, all right? It's a double strike, okay? The arm is bent at a 90-degree angle, okay? And try to have an imaginary opponent or imaginary line that you want to hit, and the idea is to go past it. So I'm coming over here from the outside, I want to go past. I got to make sure that if the line's right here, then my stick's going to be over here, okay? If my line doesn't pass it, there's no power, okay, or no contact, really. So make sure that the stick goes through. See, I keep this 90-degree, okay, and you see how it's also with the whole body. I'm turning the whole body right here. Now for the inside strike, my arm is still at a 90-degree, but it's not here, okay? Now it's raised up. It's raised up, but I'm still keeping this 90, as much as I can, a 90-degree angle right here, but it's just raised up at an angle like this. Okay, and same thing over here. If this is the center line, this is my target, I'm going to make sure that the stick goes past it. If it's over here, it's not making contact, and if it's barely here, no power. Okay, so make sure that you go past, and it's your whole body turning like this. Okay, so 1 and 2, all right? So that is the most basic fan striking motion that you first learn. And then later on, you're going to learn that you could do it from many different angles, from many different locations, all right? And what I want to do for today is basically this top side figure eight, I want to add the fan motion to that, okay? So for right now, what we're going to do is when the stick winds up to do the first strike right here, this first diagonal strike, okay, when it winds up right here, you're going to go ahead and bring it down, up, and that's your fan motion right there on this diagonal line. So wind up, bring the stick a little bit forward, and just go down, up, okay? And then you're going to slash, all right? So once again, wind up, bring the stick slightly forward, down, up. For right now, don't worry about putting the body in there. Let's just use wrist for right now. So wind up the arm, and then just go down, up, and after down, and then after up, notice how the arm kind of comes back a little bit, and then I slash, okay? Wind up, move the arm forward, down, up, and you see how the arm kind of did a little recoil action right there? It came up, and now I do the strike. So now we go to the other side. Okay, so the other side is this diagonal line right here. So wind up here, and basically same idea. Down, up, and then strike. Okay, so let's do that again. So wind it up over here on the other side, and then down, up, and then slash right there. Okay, so now we come back. We're going to put them together. So we'll start with the right side over here. Bring the stick up, wind up, down, up, and then slash. And now wind up to the other side, down, up, and then slash. Okay, so we come up back here. 1, 2, slash. Wind up. 1, 2, slash. Okay, 1, 2, slash. 1, 2, slash. So it's a really fun combo to practice. It's pretty interesting. So please try this. Okay, so once again, you wind up, down, up, and then slash. Wind up, down, up, and then slash. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now, for those of you that are a little bit more advanced, what we could do is we could smooth it out a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to wind up right here. When we wind up, we're going to immediately go down instead of just coming up here. Immediately go down, up, okay, and the rebound will take the stick back down right here, which gives us our slash right there, a circular motion. So let's do that again. We're coming here, immediately comes down, up, and slash right there. Okay, so once again, immediately down, up, and you see after the up, there's so much momentum that it brings the stick back down, and that's your slash right there. It's a circular slash right there. And now we go to the other side, and then from here we're going down, up, and then from here we're going to borrow this momentum from the down to the up. We're going to borrow this momentum because it's coming back this way into a circular slash again. So the main difference is after the fan motion, we're adding circular motions into it. So once again, 1, 2, bam, right here, and then over here, 1, 2, bam. So right here, the fan motion, come back, and as it's coming back, I'm borrowing the energy, the momentum, to bring the stick forwards this way, okay? And that's my slash right there, okay? So let's try that again. 1, 2, bam, slash over here. 1, 2, bam, slash over there. So that's the technique. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.